Okay. Hello friends. Today I will discuss about one more major passive device in basic electronic components, that is the inductor. So the basic passive component in electronics are resistor, capacitor and inductors. So among those, capacitor and inductors are used in electric field to store the energy, but both have different construction, properties, limitation and uses. So this inductor is the two terminal component which store the energy in the form of magnetic field, means in the form of magnetic energy. So it also referred as a coil or choke. So it blocks any changes in current flowing through it. So the value of inductance, means inductance is nothing but the ratio of voltage and current change inside the coil. So the SI unit of inductance is Henry, and the symbol we can see in this figure, which is the representation of twisted wire, which means wires are constructed to become like coil. So now the construction, how it constructed. So from this figure we can see that the construction of inductor means generally inductors are formed using the insulated copper wires which further formed as a coil. So the inductance of inductor is dependent on different factor, means multiple factors such as the number of turns of wire, then the spacing between the turns, then number of layers of turns, then type of core material, etc. So from this figure we can see that it consists of the copper wire which is wrapped tightly across the core material, and this coil is when voltage is applied across this coil, then current flow through this wire and then electromagnetic field will develop across the conductor, and because of this electromagnetic field electromotive force will generate, and which is dependent on rate of change of magnetic flux. So what is the magnetic flux? So magnetic flux is nothing but the quantity of magnetic field which passes through specified area, and its SI unit is Weber. So this is a construction. So now working. So how it works? So I have added two circuit, means one circuit is without inductor, and in second circuit I have added one inductor. So how it works? So this is a basic circuit consisting of the battery and bulb. So there are two outputs. One is bulb will on and second one is bulb will off. So in first case when bulb will glow when battery is connected, and when this off position, bulb will off position when this connection is terminated. This is simple one. So this circuit, when we add, if I added inductors, so from this figure we can see that it is the same circuit with a coil of wire around the iron bar, and this ends of the coil given across the bulb. So also connect the switch. So there are two cases. In first case, when switch is closed, then instead of bulb glow as a normal dim light, so it makes the transition from bright to dim in first case, and as soon as when switch is opened, then bulb makes transition from very bright to off. So why this is happened? So this strange behavior is because of this inductor. So in first case, when the switch is closed, then current starts flowing from battery to coil. So this current is starts from battery to this coil. Thus coil starts to make magnetic field because of this inductor. So during this time coil inhibits the flow of current. So as soon as magnetic field is built, there is only normal flow of current through this wire. That's why this bulb makes the transition from bright to dim. So in second case, When switch is opened, then also there is a current because of this inductor, and this is becomes steady. So as soon as the field dies, then current also stops, and that's why there is sudden transition from bright light to off light, means off, this will bulb will off. So from this we can conclude that two things, means inductors are used to store the energy in its available magnetic field, and second one is which resists the any change in amount of current flowing through it. I hope you understood this concept. So now types. So there are different types of inductors, so they are available in different, so these inductors types are available in different shapes, different uses, means different, this has different application. So the size of inductors is dependent on the material used to manufacture them. So first type is air core inductor. So this is commonly seen inductor, and from this figure we can see that there is not core material is present. So this air is used as a core material, that's why this type is called as air core coil. And instead of that air, we can use the non-magnetic material like plastic, ceramic as a core material. So here core material is not present, that's why this has advantage is very low core losses, means it is not core, means core is not present, that way not need to lose the core losses, and high quality factor. So now second one is the iron core inductor. Here the ferromagnetic materials are used for construction of iron core, and because of this ferromagnetic material, this inductance value can be increases, but this has very limited application. Now third one is the ferrite core inductor. This also has a two types, that is a soft core inductor and a hard core inductor. So this also referred as a ferromagnetic material, and it exhibit the magnetic properties. Now next one is the iron powder inductor. So this name implies that these are formed from very fine particle with insulated particle of lightly pure iron powder. So from this figure we can see that there is very large air gap, and because of this large gap, this is capable to store the magnetic flux. So I have explained that what is the magnetic flux. So there are many application, means these are mainly applicable in switching power supplies. So next one is the laminated core inductor. So in this type, they are formed by arranging many number of lamination on the top of each other, and this construction has more flexibility. So these are arranged parallel to the field to avoid the eddy current losses between the lamination, and these are used in low frequency detectors. Also used at a power filtering device for excitation frequencies above several kilohertz. So now toroidal inductor. So from this figure we can see that this core material is present um, in shape like a ring or donut surface. So these are generally made up of different material like ferrite, powdered iron, tape, wound, and because of this construction and shape, this has many application, means these are used in various application. For example, in switching regulator, then air conditioners, refrigerators, then telecommunication and musical instrument. Then last one is the multi-layer ceramic inductor. So the name itself indicates that it consists of the multi layers, and simply how means how multi layers can be added. So this adding additional layers of coiled wire that is wound around the central core to the inductor gives the multi layer inductor. So as we know that as turn increases, then inductance value is also increases. So this type gives very large inductance value. not only gives inductance, large inductance value, but also it gives large capacitance value. So the most advantage of this inductor is by giving the lower operating frequency also can get higher inductance results. So these have different application, means in LAN, Bluetooth, mobile communication system, etc. So thank you so much. I hope you understood the basic concept about inductor, means this construction, working, and some types of inductors. So don't forget to like, comment, and share, and don't forget to subscribe my channel.